Say hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
Welcome to our day.
Oh, good boy.
Our day, rock and roll.
That was the best. So, first up, Sophie's going to spill it.
I didn't. I was close to
We
it.
have her box coffee.
Yay.
Ooh. Not smelled something like that before.
Doesn't necessarily smell of coffee.
No.
Does it? It smells really subtle. So whether it is a cafe latte though. So whether
It smells quite milky.
yeah. So maybe that's why. I did put 1 teaspoon of sugar in yours because you usually have 2 teaspoons of sugar. So I put 1 in yours just in case because it's got sugar in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah.
It's
smooth.
That's very smooth.
I want more.
I've never. It doesn't even really taste like coffee.
No.
I'm confused by that. It's nice. I would drink more of it.
Yeah, it's definitely for you.
It's not overpowering.
No, if you don't like strong coffee, then this one is for you. I mean, as I said, it's a latte, so whether that's why it is more on the milkier side.
Yeah.
Did you stir yours before you had it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's not.
Love it. It's really nice. It's definitely
Settled again though.
yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're not a strong coffee drinker, this is definitely recommended. It's not overpowering. It doesn't leave a bitter taste in your mouth.
No, and it doesn't taste drying, which some like because the little pod, it's got instant coffee and the milky powder and sugar like all mixed together, so it all dissolves sort of together. Whereas obviously like other coffee pods, you have separate milk and separate coffee, like this filter coffee. That's not this. So this is kind of sort of like similar to one of like a sachet of coffee, but quite a lot of the time with those, I think they're quite dry in your mouth, whereas this doesn't taste like that.
No, and only adding the 1 extra sugar, definitely, I wouldn't want any more. Like, that's a good amount of...
Can I borrow your straw?
Yeah. That's a good amount of sugar, in my opinion, for me, anyway. I would only need 1 extra teaspoon put in there.
The only thing I will say about it is it's not dissolved as well as I would have expected it to.
Then that could have just been us.
Yeah, might have been.
But yeah, definitely recommend it. I'll put a picture in here again of what it looked like.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Just investigate for whether it will, like, you can get it for whatever machine that you have. But yeah, I would definitely drink this again.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It does taste very good. We've got to buy another coffee grinder. So when we get paid, we'll be doing that. So
and then after that, we'll be able to test the other one.
Yeah, it's going to be at least another week. But when we ate it, it was really nice. So even though Soph dribbled.
That was funny though.
Yeah.
I
really like
coffee.
this. This
is
is
really
good.
Smooth. It's not too strong. It's not overpowering.
And it's not leaving my mouth dry at all.
No.
There's certain coffees, and it's just like I need another drink afterwards because it's just so drying. But yeah, this is not. So yeah, I'll put the picture in again here. Go have a mosey. We both recommend it.
We do.
So you may or may not have been told before, but Dixie has a moustache. But only when she's tired. Otherwise, that moustache has gone.
Like, it's usually black, but as you can tell if she's tired because either this part or the entire piece or like just a piece of
Like,
this,
depending on how tired she is.
yeah, it goes white.
Yeah. And both girls just sat at the end of the bed and stared at me.
Because she threw a pencil at me violently.
She didn't catch it.
I didn't know you were I didn't know you were going to throw it at me.
And I just noticed that Albus started to get a moustache as well.
Show Mummy your moustache.
Hang on. Can we see it? Look at me a minute. Oh, it's not catching it in the light. Alba? 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 Look at me. Over here. Wait. Too close. Oh, is that hand for me?
Yeah.
Alba? Alba?
Can you look up at the people?
Can you look at me?
No.
Shit, she barked. Alba?
You look at Mama.
I mean, normally her head goes really low when she started, like she's doing. Look at me a minute. Stay there. Hang on. I think you're too close. It's not showing it now.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's so sucky.
But they believe you, Mommy.
Thank you.
I do have one.
Yeah, it's only subtle, but it's there.
Yeah.
Yawn.
I'm not tired at all.
But we have just been chilling here. Soph decided yesterday that she was having a non-screen day because she's had continual headaches now for like 3 weeks. So I said that maybe she should try it. She started to this morning and I told her off because she didn't stick to what she wanted to do.
I didn't have anything else to do at that time and I was bored.
So now she's been playing with like
Puzzle books.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty intense concentration, not gonna lie.
And let's just say that Alexa is shite at answers.
She's not very good.
No, not at all.
I remember, like, there were some really funny ones, but I can't remember any.
At one point she just went, doo-doo.
Oh yeah, I asked her, like, a really simple question that just needed a one-word answer, and she ignored me.
Not today. Me, on the other hand, I have been doing my pen pals. I've started the decoration on this one. The other one... Hang on. You can kind of see what it looks like, but I forgot to show you guys before I wrote the address. But they are off to Turkey and Indonesia, so that was fun. And one of my pen pals asked, I'm gonna have to get it now so we can read the exact thing that she wrote, because it really made us chuckle. Because of the translation, it just came really funny. That didn't even make sense. It's nearly 10 o'clock.
The translation.
Have your girl get the vaccine? And it just really made us smile because, like, obviously, the British language, English, is got to be one of the most complicated languages in the world. The fact that we have to study English in our own schools and we still don't get it just goes to show how complicated it is. Like, we add so many extra words that I'm sure we do not need. And then when I receive letters from my pen pals, because I've got quite a few from all the way around the world, the translations sometimes can be very difficult to read. And I'm like, Soph, can you try and translate this?
Yeah, it can be hard, can't it?
Yeah, and for countries in particular that use more symbols rather than
I'm not okay, you're good. Okay.
like words, when they do try and translate the writing, it's quite hard to try and like understand. She's been chucking me dead fez.
Okay.
It's dead because its arse has been ripped out. But yeah, it is quite hard to translate, but it is really cool. I remember saying to Sophie that I wanted a pen pal from every country.
And then she looked up how many countries there were, and I said no.
At least 168, and that's not including all the little islands.
Yeah,
so that plan went out the window. I do have a good fair few though, so that is nice.
That's nice.
Having as many pen pals as I do.
Oh yeah.
The secret project that
yeah.
I've
like
brought to Soph after seeing Adam K, I have now finished. So I'm going to get a couple out of the different styles and I'm going to show you what they look like. I figured before I put the address on it, I would show you what the final piece looks like with the tape on. And then this is the back. So, Soph has a unicorn. Well, you'll have to come look. I mean, it's not, it's only like scraged the top. Unicorn tape dispenser is a sharp mofo. It's not bad. It just happens to be that finger, by the way. And the reason why Soph just laughed then, because I said scrage, is because where I come from, that is what we say, like we scraged our knee. It's kind of like a scratch and a graze. And it wasn't until, like, I think Jem says it, doesn't she? Yeah. Soph's wife's, Soph's sister's wife is from Bristol as well, where I'm from. And she says the same thing. And then obviously when Sophie met me and I said the same thing as well, like, they laughed. And they say slide, I say slider.
You say scrage is a mixture between graze and scrape. In that case, it should be scraze.
No.
Where does the j come from?
I don't know, it's just...
Wrong.
Or like a scrape and a graze, but either way it still doesn't work.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. And daps.
Why is it so long, bish?
Because it's the size of that, bish. It's in an awkward place as well again. I say daps when they're actually called like plimsolls. There's so much stuff. Where I come from is like a whole nother language that is really hard to try and translate. Basically. Anyone from where I'm from will understand me. I've actually got the lesser version of the Bristolian. When I did first meet Soph, she couldn't really understand me. Yeah, speak very fast. I have learned to slow it down. Not because of meeting Soph, but because I worked at a children's hospital. And if you're talking 50 miles an hour, they have absolutely no idea what you're saying. When I get angry, the fastness comes back. Yeah, and the Bristolian, that it does come very thick and fast. I love it when that happens.
When it's on the phone, I just find it so funny. Like, I know when somebody on the phone has pissed you off because you just go at your twang. And
then when she starts laughing and I'm trying to be dead serious with someone.
Yeah, really helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe not.
You're handy.
I just saw a pop-up then that on our town's Facebook page that there's
You bruised it already.
Have I?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that is right over a vein.
Maybe that's why.
Somewhere just outside of our town there's been a car accident.
Outside of our town?
Yeah, or something.
That's not good.
Which isn't good. It might be why I was seeing flashy lights going up the main road. Where we live, our house, because we don't have really anything disturbing where our view. I'm tired.
We don't really have any disturbing where our view or something like that. Where we are view.
We can see the A road that leads up to like Devon. And normally we can tell if it's like a good or a bad day, or when there's tourists coming to town, or accidents. Are you quite alright?
Yeah, Mum.
Yeah. So I will investigate that in a minute as soon as Sophie's done.
My tail was on repeat, Mommy. You spin me right round.
Shit, that was close.
That was really close. Oh no.
I'm smiling. I'll probably only need it overnight whilst it's bleeding, because this one seems to, if I have a poorly toe or something like that, finds it in the middle of the night.
Oh, I'm not so happy anymore.
You laugh at me, Bish?
Right, lift your hand. It seems overkill, but
It does.
I know what your skin's like.
Yeah, it doesn't let anything stick to
Bend
it.
your finger a little bit. That comfy-ish.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything tonight, so...
Did I make your finger go again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Right, let's continue.
Rude.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute, baby girl. And this is why you should keep medical supplies in your home.
There you go.
Boom. This was the scar from that time I sliced myself with the knife,
Where?
trying to open
Oh, yeah.
the resin stuff. So yeah, that's quite spectacular. Do you want to take the tea plates down, as someone keeps trying to go for them?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll just take this one.
Right, actually, this time I will be back with the cards that I've made. So, one of the things... Well, what I like came to... Hang on, let me just move these because she is stood on them. One of the things that I came up with Soph is that we wanted to say thank you to the people like closest to us and in our community, but we didn't know how. And initially, I said about making like wellness pamper package thing, but I said I would put a post up on our estate page first of all to see how many people work for like the NHS and for the supermarket that we've really been relying on.
Yeah.
And 14 people was there in total.
We couldn't afford that.
No.
Unfortunately.
So we came up with another idea that
You came up with a different idea.
I would make... My grand ideas take so freaking long. Would make some cards, personalised, and then we're going to get like a whole bunch of flowers and make up our own like bouquets. That was so.
My idea.
And then we're going to like deliver them to people's houses. 3 of the people... One is a neighbour, one person is on the estate, and one person isn't. There's only one person who's not on the estate. We wanted to say thank you to them. One.
Our friends and the one who moved. You're doing one for Mandy as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody else has moved.
There was one lady who moved off the estate, you said.
Yeah, that's the lady from Tesco's. I'm not on about that. Who don't work for the NHS or Tesco's, that we wanted to say thank you, but have helped us like either way. And because the other ones are themed like in an NHS like nurse's outfit or the Tesco's outfit, I decided to do a Cornish flag on a t-shirt and then write thank you in Cornish.
That's really cool.
So this is that one first. So there is that.
I'll do it
And then there's the thank you on the back. Thank you. The flag that they've been, the flag that they've been using for
like
the whole COVID pandemic thing. And the difference is that this flag has got 6 colours on, whereas the LGBTQ flag has 7, just in case you didn't know. And this colour is actually green, but it's not showing that.
No, it looks kind of blue on there, doesn't it?
Yep, still not really showing it. The next one was for, I've just popped that off. We can open them up and write in them, so like they open up like this. The next one was for the NHS staff. I'm presuming they're all like nurses or something. I know none of them are doctors, so I'm presuming they're part of like the nursing care staff.
Even if not, they still work in that area, don't they? They work in the medical field. Are you okay? Don't look at me, man.
And here is that one. Ta-da!
I love it so much.
It's super cute, and it's all like raised off. So it's like 3D, and then the back is the same again.
I don't even know which ones are my favourite.
No, I don't.
I'm torn.
In my mind, like, I haven't figured out what I'm going to be putting in there yet, but I'm going to state something about the fact that they say not all superheroes wear a cape, but we think it's about time that they do. And, like, here's yours, because then they've got their cape. The next one, let me just do this bag up before she knocks it flying.
I'm offended.
Is for people that work at Tesco's. You're cute. I had to do a little bit of snooping for this because in Tesco's they wear so many different types of colours, and I found out there is one person who no longer lives on the estate, but she moved on in March this year, so she was all part of the pandemic, and we know her. So I still wanted to make a card for her as well. And then I found out another one was one of the team leaders, so they wear like a shirt and tie. Nobody works in the fruit and veg that I can figure out, so I've not done any green.
If they do, then it's just a bit of a bummer, but...
Oops. So I'm just going to stand these up and then you can see them.
They're cute.
Here they are. And let me just tell you, that was so freaking hard, which is why it is not straight. But I've changed their Tesco's into like the rainbow colours. Their badges, normally it says joins the team in whatever year. So obviously,
I didn't realize that's what it said.
Yeah, so I changed that to earned their cape in 2020, and then it's got like their job roles. So this one's like the lead manager. It normally says, so this one I think is the lead manager of the fresh produce.
Fresh produce, yeah.
So I've obviously changed it to lead manager pandemic hero, and then this one is the customer assistant pandemic hero. But yeah,
they're so cute. I really love them.
I don't think these are the exact colours, but it was the closest we had with vinyl.
Yeah. It doesn't really
so you
matter,
kind of get the gist. Yeah. And then again,
so
on the back, ta-da! So yeah, when we get paid, that is when we will go and buy the flowers. There is one lady who's going to be collecting it from us. She's recently moved off the estate, and she wasn't, obviously it's a lot of trust. I've had to ask them all for their addresses.
Yeah.
And this lady wasn't 100% like comfortable with it. So I'm not going to force her, but I'm also not going to deny her that thank you that we want to give them.
Yeah, because it's our choice to want to give it to them.
So I turned and said that if she was okay with it, she's more than happy to collect, and she is. So at least we still managed to give them theirs as well, which is pretty cool. Obviously we would love to do this to everybody who works in our town, and for those that work at like Iceland, which we have got shops from, but we can't afford to provide for the whole town. And it's just a little gesture for the immediate people that have helped us function, basically, because without them we would have been screwed. And then obviously the ones with the Cornish flag, it's just a thank you. They might not have, like our nearest neighbour that we're giving it to, she didn't really physically do anything for us, but she was always there to be able to message them and have a conversation with them, which, other than our family, we didn't have anybody local to have a conversation with, and obviously we missed our family, so yeah, they were kind of like extended family. And yeah, they're just really lovely, so we wanted to say thanks as well. And then somebody else on the estate, she would run like to the pharmacy for us and get stuff at the shops for us, and she was just really nice that way as well. So it's just our way of saying thank you to them as well. So yeah, we do encourage, if you can, to say thank you. You don't have to actually physically make something like we have. Just generally saying thank you to someone actually really means a lot to them. One person that who works with the NHS said she feels guilty with the fact that we're thanking her, and I messaged her back saying there's nothing for you to feel guilty about, and at the end of the day we're still going to say thank you, because you could have decided to leave your job when the pandemic started, yet you decided to stay on, risk not only like their lives but their families as well. And for a lot of people, with them being what are they called, Keyworkers, they had to isolate themselves from their family, especially at the beginning when nobody knew what this pandemic would do. So yeah, they had to not see their children or loved one just to be able to go to work the next day. So yeah, in the grand scheme of things, when everybody else is rioting and kicking off about a vaccine, I think we should all be saying thank you instead, and just appreciating the fact that there is a vaccine, and the fact that our countries have done their best to keep as many people alive as possible. So yeah, that's kind of just a little POV from us, but I'm knackered now, and I can feel my lips tingling where I've talked so much so quickly without my face on. So thanks for nice to us. Take your eyes off the melons. Melons in the window. That was their snack. Okay, I sink down. So thanks for nice to us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.